First of all, I want to give credit to the Senate Republicans for passing their version of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act last week. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Doing something as monumental as tax reform, it is not easy. The forces of the status quo are clearly stacked against us. But guess what? We're doing it. The House has acted. The Senate has acted. Congress is getting rid of these loopholes that have too long benefited special interests at the expense of normal American working families. Whether you live in New York, California, or South Dakota, we're giving tax cuts to folks and families at every income level. We're making sure that hardworking Americans get to keep more of their own hard-earned dollars. That's not all. We're cutting, as Steve-O said, we're cutting the business tax rate so that American job creators can be competitive again. That means more jobs and higher wages for real Americans. You all know the story all too well. This tax code is pushing American businesses and American jobs overseas. It's time we stop doing that. This is monumental reform, and we're doing it the right way. We started with a framework. Then we went to a House bill, through the committee. Then we went to the floor. And now we're going to a conference committee, using the regular order process, working with our members, getting interaction at every step of the process. That is how we should be writing laws here. Last night, we passed the motion to go to conference to reconcile these two good bills. The conferees, led by our faithful leader, Chairman Kevin Brady, have a lot of work to do, but they're going to get this done. They're going to make this legislation the best it can be. They're going to make it better than what we've already seen. The American people deserve that. The American people deserve a simpler, fair tax code, and it's high time we get out of the stagnant growth we've had since the Great Recession. This does that. This means the best Christmas gift we can give our constituents, the best holiday season greetings we can give our constituents, is a faster-growing economy that gives more wages, bigger paychecks, and a simpler and fair tax system. That's why we're so focused on getting this done. That's why we're so excited to be here working on solving people's problems. Questions?
You said as recently as last month that you opposed the Alexander Murray bill, and I was wondering if that is still accurate, if you still think the best path for Congress is to work on fully repealing and replacing it.
Well, of course, I think that's the best way we can go, but we're going to have continued discussions with our members here in the House and across the aisle about the best way forward. We think health care is deteriorating. We think premiums are going up through the roof. Insurers are pulling out, and that's not a status quo that we can live with. Wong.
Leadership apparently is pressing forward with a December 22nd CR. Do you believe you have 218 Republican votes to pass that
Yeah,
CR?
I feel like we're going to have a majority. We're going to have 218 for passing the CR we had this week. We're having a good conversation with our members about exactly how to do this. We're having a good conversation with our members about timing and date and tactics and all the rest. The point is we're having the kind of family discussion that we need to have about how to proceed forward with a majority, and I'm confident we'll have that. Yeah.
In the Senate version of the tax bill, it keeps the corporate aid.
Oh, I'm not going to get into the conferees. You think I'm going to go into the back and forth of this stuff? I'm not going to. We'll let the conferees wrestle with this. I'm not going to go into the, nitpicking the conferees. So, okay, second to last question, or last question. Andy, sorry. You can ask me a conference. Can you weigh in on a conference question?
In response to Scott's question, you didn't explicitly say whether you still support the December 22nd date. Is that what
We're having a conversation with the members on what we think the best date forward is to go. You'll see when we bring the bill to the floor. Thank you.